what is it that you would like people to know about the lives of refugees that they may not necessarily know?
So a refugee, usually just the terminology, is somebody who flee their country to go to another country in search of safety or a better tomorrow. My parents came after the Vietnam War. The North won and they wanted blood. They wanted to share the South. So you have to flee if you are from the South. And, nobody wants to be living in a war territory. So my parents put everything they had to escape and risk their own lives to come to America. In Vietnam, you can work all day and not even have enough to buy a piece of meat to bite on. In America, a minimum wage, you can at least go buy yourself a meal, or at least a burger with some meat, and that's the big contrast. Asia, if you're in the poverty line, you're not thinking about a better tomorrow. You're not thinking about higher consciousness. You're worried about just trying to feed yourself and your family. But when you have all that, living in America, you have food, you have shelter. Now you're thinking, what is there more to life to improve myself? And this is where you go to the higher consciousness, being. But everybody in the beginning have to figure out who they are, what they're all about. Then how does that translate to a career? And then how do you become at your maximum potential, finally being a success to being now the truth? You can't be a truth without knowing yourself, and there's a reality and a fantasy. And most people, they get stuck in between the two, or, you could be a refugee that has a family with money.